Colin, tell me about the early days. Why did you get involved with this operation in London?
Well, as I say, it wasn't an operation actually at the time. I mean, it was the beginning, I suppose, of an operation. And, well, first of all, I had encountered, in a way, John Haycraft when I was in Seville. I interrupted my studies at university to go to Seville, where I stayed for a year and a half, and heard of John and Brita's venture in Cordoba when I was in Seville. I had a private student who had heard of the goings-on in Cordoba with John Haycraft and Brita, and I remembered this, got back to London, and then discovered this book in a public library called Babel in Spain. Given my love of Spain at the time, I got the book out and was really very, very impressed with it. I enjoyed it a great deal. And then, by pure chance, I was back at university by this time. There was a guy on the course called Sam Benedy, who was a Gibraltarian, and who was a good dresser. I mean, not like any of us, we were all kind of shambolic. But he seemed to have money, and we asked him about it, and he said, well, yeah, he was teaching English. And we said, well, where was this, and what was it? So he said, well, it's a school which is starting in Endell Street, run by a guy called John Haycraft. And of course I clicked, said, that's the same guy who I heard about in Cordoba. And at some point along the way, given that I'd taught English in a manner of speaking in Seville to make ends meet, Sam Benedy wanted to have an evening off and asked me if I would substitute him. And so I said, yeah, I'll give it a go. So I went to Endell Street, climbed the 5 flights of stairs up to the school, did my class. Nobody asked me anything, quite honestly. I just went in and did it and got paid my 10 shillings an hour or whatever it was. And that was that for the moment. Come the summer, or getting close to the summer, Sam Benedy said, oh, great news, great news. They're going to move from Endell Street to Shaftesbury Avenue. So there's an opportunity for you, Colin, to run a bar there. So I said, well, yeah, I've got nothing to do and I need money. So what do I do? He said, you just phone John Haycraft and tell him, that I sent you. And which is what I did. I phoned John Haycraft and said, I'm the person you want to run a bar. And he said, bar? I had no idea about a bar. But he liked the idea, and so I met him, and sure enough, set up a bar, did the carpentry, made the tables, and got to know John. Also, of course, he used the skills I'd learnt in Seville, teaching skills, and I did a few classes as well after lunches were served to unsuspecting Italians.